She said I was paranoid. Then I saw her with him. Before we dive in, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers and tap the bell so you don't miss these real-life stories. My wife laughed softly and squeezed my hand, the way you comfort a child afraid of the dark. You're being paranoid, she said. He's just a friend. She said it easily. Too easily. We were standing in our kitchen, the smell of coffee still hanging in the air. Her phone buzzed on the counter, lighting up for just a second before she flipped it face down. I caught the name again. Mark. The same name that had been appearing more and more over the past few months. Late-night texts. Work calls that lasted over an hour. Dinners she insisted were networking. Every time I asked, I got the same smile, calm, reassuring, dismissive. He's married, she added like it was the final proof. You're imagining things. I wanted to believe her. God, I really did. We'd been together for 12 years. Built a life. Routines, inside jokes, scars from old fights we survived. You don't throw that away because of a feeling. So I swallowed my doubts and nodded, even as something heavy settled in my chest. But paranoia doesn't come out of nowhere. It grows quietly, fed by patterns you can't ignore. 2 nights later, she told me she had a late meeting. Same calm tone. Same casual shrug. Probably home by 10. I watched her get ready more carefully than I ever had before. The extra time on her hair. The perfume she usually saved for special occasions. When she kissed me goodbye, it felt practiced. 15 minutes after she left, I grabbed my keys. I didn't even know what I was looking for. Proof, relief, or an excuse to feel foolish for doubting her. I drove toward a restaurant she'd mentioned once in passing, a place I remember because she talked about Mark often enough for the details to stick. The parking lot was half full when I arrived. I stayed in my car, hands gripping the steering wheel, heart pounding like I was about to commit a crime. Then I saw them through the glass windows. They weren't sitting across from each other like colleagues. They were side by side. Too close. Her hand rested on his arm as she laughed, her head tilting in that familiar way she used to do with me when we were falling in love. He leaned in, said something that made her smile, wide and unguarded. Something broke quietly inside me. I was about to open the car door when another vehicle pulled in beside mine. A woman stepped out, scanning the restaurant with the same tense focus burning in my chest. She looked nervous, determined, and exhausted all at once. Our eyes met. "Are you waiting for someone?" she asked. "My wife," I said. Her face tightened. "Mine too." "Well, my husband." We stood there in silence, the truth settling between us without needing further explanation. She followed my gaze to the window. Her breath hitched. "That's Mark," she whispered. "And that's my wife," I said. Neither of us cried. There was no dramatic outburst, just a shared hollow understanding. The kind that only comes when denial finally runs out. "Do you want to go in?" she asked quietly. I thought of my wife's smile that morning. "You're being paranoid. He's just a friend." "No," I said. "Let's wait." We sat outside close enough to see everything. Close enough to notice when Mark's hand slid onto my wife's knee. Close enough to see that she didn't move it away. That she leaned into him, comfortable, intimate, familiar. I felt anger, yes, but also a strange calm, like the worst had already happened and there was nothing left to fear. 20 minutes later they stepped outside still laughing. My wife froze when she saw me. Her smile vanished so fast it was almost impressive. "Why are you here?" she asked, panic sharpening her voice. I stood slowly. "I came early," I said. "With a friend." Mark's wife stepped forward beside me. The color drained from his face. No one spoke. The silence was loud, heavy, final. "This isn't what it looks like," my wife started, the words tumbling out on instinct. I looked at her, really looked at her, and realized how little I recognized the woman standing in front of me. "You said I was paranoid," I replied. "You said he was just a friend." Mark's wife let out a bitter laugh. "Funny," she said. He said the same thing about her. There was nothing left to discuss. No explanation worth hearing. We turned away together and walked back to our cars. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. When I opened the door to the house that night, it felt different, quieter, emptier, but honest for the first time in months. Some truths hurt like hell, but lies hurt longer. And that night, holding nothing but my dignity, I finally stopped feeling paranoid and started feeling free.